Hi everyone, Ashley here again with the YMCA in Martinsville. Today we are doing another strength training workout. As you know, that's my favorite, but we're going to do things a little bit differently. Typically when I would do strength training, I'll do biceps and triceps or shoulders and glutes, stagger my workouts that way on certain body parts. But one thing I recently tried doing a little differently is ending my week with a unilateral workout. And what that means is a lot of times we'll do movements, say like a leg extension where you're working both legs. Well, unilateral is where you would just do one leg at a time and then the other leg. And the whole point of it is to make sure you have a stronger side. So it's to make sure that stronger side is not overpowering your weaker side, and you get a complete workout on both sides and your muscles are developing evenly. So I really like doing it that way. I just recently started doing it within the past few months, and it really makes you focus on those weaker muscles. So that's what we're going to do today. Everything that we're going to do, all you need is a dumbbell. You can get a mat or carpet or whatever. As we go through this workout, I will tell you what I would be doing in the gym if we were in the gym. And then I'll also show you what we're doing, and you can follow along with my at-home workout with just dumbbells. Let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to do supersets. Like I told you, I like doing those to ramp up your heart rate. We're going to start with one overall movement. It's not a unilateral movement. It's just a 3/4 sumo squat with the dumbbell. Just get your body warmed up a little bit, and then we'll go right into some unilateral movements. So what you can do is I will have my own music on so I can really get the fullest out of my workout. I encourage you to just turn your own music on, also so you don't have to hear me grunting while I'm working out. I wrote down all the workout movements we're going to be doing and how many reps and all that down in the detail section of the video. So if you want, skim through the video and see what we do for each movement and how it's performed, and then do it yourself and listen to your own music. Okay? So whatever works for you, or if you want to just follow along with me, that's fine. Please feel free to mute your video, but I will talk here and there, letting you know what we're going to be doing for each thing. So for the first superset, I'll go over that right now, and I'll go through the supersets as we do them. First superset is a dumbbell 3/4 sumo squat, and then we'll do 4 sets of 10, and then we'll go right into a dumbbell single leg glute bridge. Okay, you can do those with a bench. I'll show you what that would look like if you were in a gym, or you have or I guess you could use your couch. But we're going to do it on the floor today for at-home purposes, and we're going to do 4 sets of 15 each leg for those. That's going to be our first superset. So let's go ahead and start getting into it. I'm going to go ahead and start my watch for the workout. It helps keep me accountable, and I like to see that I'm meeting my goal, so I like that for sure. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my music, and then we are going to get into our first superset. I have my own lift mix. Alright. So, dumbbell 3/4 sumo squat. I'm going to use a kettlebell, but you can use a dumbbell. If you use a dumbbell, it would look like this. You're just going 3/4 up, okay? From there, we'll go into a single leg glute bridge. If you were in the gym and wanted to use a bench, it would look like this. Or you could do the reverse and have it like this. Or from that side. Weights here. Instead, we're going to do it on the mat. Weight just goes right above this leg. Opposite leg is lifted, okay? Fast first superset. So let's go ahead and get into it with those 3/4 sumo squats. We're going to go for 10. $15 of these on each leg. Closer your foot is to your butt, higher range of motion you have. Or, what you can do, now I'm thinking about it, you can place something under your foot. Okay. For a little extra height. You can take a break. For me, that first round wasn't too bad, so I'm going to go right into my next set. Pushing through your heels here. Hopefully you're feeling that in the bottom part of your glutes, back of your hamstrings. Again, I'm going to go ahead and get into round 3. You only have 4. It's all about keeping those legs under constant tension. I have no idea how many I'm doing. I said it's 10. I like to knock my workouts out, so I'm going to go ahead and get into my last set. Legs are wide, okay? Last set. All right, go ahead and get a 60 to 90 second rest. So, I turn my music down. Our next workout, that first superset worked glutes, and with the unilateral, it's good to have it as a full body because you're working. I mean, when you have one arm under constant tension, it's good to not have your whole workout under one body part. So you can. I just think I like to start my week with a full body and getting my body revved up and ready to go for the whole week. And then I like to finish it with a full body as well, but I do it a unilateral style, so you're not working it quite the same. So, anyways, I think I talked too much on these things. So we already did our superset glutes. Now we're going to do our superset shoulders, okay? So what we're going to do is a dumbbell seesaw variation, which is just a shoulder press, one at a time. So instead of doing this, we're just going to go like this instead. Which I like about these is I love a shoulder press. I absolutely love working out arms. So this is good, okay? But you'll notice as you're doing the movement, going one at a time, you're constantly holding one arm under tension. You're not just dropping it, you know? So I really like the seesaw variation. We're going to do 10 each for 4 sets, and we're supersetting it with dumbbell seated alternating lateral raise with a static hold. The static hold is what gets you. Couple tips just for when you're weight training. I might not do it in this workout, but when I'm really trying to challenge myself, I try to think about these key things. So a static hold, you'll do your lateral raises. You have your shoulders down, okay? So you're not working your traps. Shoulders down. Arms are slightly bent. So this is what they would look like in the air, okay? Slightly bent. And when you come down to here, okay? And that keeps your arm under constant tension instead of going like this and resting up and resting. Just coming down, not all the way. Huge, huge difference, okay? But what we're going to do for this one is a lateral raise with a static hold like this, okay? So what you would the weight you would typically use for these is going to be hard to do it for these and keeping it up. I typically do 15 pounds for these. I could do 20. I'm probably going to do 10 because I've got a lot of static holds in my feature, and so do you. So I'm going to do it works for you. Do whatever weights you have, okay? Just if your weight's too light, hold it a little bit longer to make it more challenging. If it's too heavy, just do less reps, okay? Or if it's too much to have that static hold, just do these, but just don't come all the way down, okay? Just little tips and tricks to get the most out of your workout for the situation that you're in, okay? I think right now we're all in the stuck at home situation. So, Dumbbell Seesaw Variation, followed by another 10 reps of the static lateral raise. So this would be 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Let me make sure my weight's ready. My shoulder press, I'm going to do 20 pounds. No, not. I lied. I forgot about these static holds. I think I'm going to do 15 pounds. And then I'll drop 10 pounds off to do a lateral raise. So just get a chair, whatever you like to use. I have a bench available to me, so I'm going to use it. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this. 4 sets, 10 each. So that's 5. Okay. I'm going to change out my weights. Lateral raises, all right? I'm already regretting these 10 pounds. Whew. I'm going to change it. I'm going to do 5. That's how crazy. I just want to point out something. Typically on those lateral raises, I would do maybe 15 pounds. And there's no way I'm doing those with a static hold. I dropped all the way down to 5s. Now, if we were in the gym, I'd probably do 8s. I don't have that available to me at home. So, one way to think about it is if you have lighter weights than you want to use for some things, do static holds. You know, holding it up in just that position for a while before you do your movement. Maybe that'll create the tension and the weight that you need. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our second rep or second set. Move this up closer so y'all can see me better. Too short, my feet don't touch. Alright, let's go ahead and get up into our second set of our shoulder press. All right, get into those lateral raises that I'm dreading. Ready? Woo. One more. Woo. All right, we're halfway through this superset. I need a shorter bench. Okay. Pump yourself up. Okay. Let's go. Oh, forgot unilateral. See, on my full body days, I would probably do shoulder presses together. But then on the unilateral days, where you're still getting a full body workout, it helps you work that same movement in a different way. I need to rest, 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 rest. Ah, lets me know I know it's working. Woo. Woo. See what I said? I love unilateral. This would have never hurt me had I been going like this with 5-pound weights. All right, last set. Check it out. Ready? All right, last set. I tried these. All right, they work so good. All right, let's knock them out. Whew. We did it. Yes. Go ahead and get some water, shake it out. Muscle. Look at that, just pop it out. Got the little shoulder pump. See what's next. More arms. Or back, I guess. Alright, get some water. Alright. For this next superset, we're going to work our back. So, what we will do, I'm going to show you what I would do if I was in the gym, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do because we're at home, okay? So, if we were in the gym, what we're going to do is a Dumbbell Single Arm Row, which you all know what rows are. We're going to do it leaning over on a bench, so if you don't have a bench or box or anything, you can always just stand like this and go like this, okay? What I'm going to do is brace myself on my bench, but if we were in the gym, what I would do is a cable pull down. So one of these, and then pull like that. Okay, work in your back. So just pull if you were on a cable machine like this. Okay. Okay. But we're not in the gym, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see me better. And then, so we're going to do our dumbbell, okay? Cinch, bring it up, bring it down, squeezing that back, okay? From there, we are going to go and work our posterior chain, which is from the back all the way down your leg, okay? It works your whole backside. Posterior chain, whole backside, okay? So what we're going to do for that is a dumbbell single leg reverse lunge. So alright, so what it would look like is this is what it looked like from the front, going down like that, and coming back up. Single leg RDL, which is Romanian deadlift, so single leg RDL into a reverse lunge. So down to the side, work on that posture, slowly bring it back up, and then go down into a lunge, okay? And then back. What we're going to do is a dumbbell row, which is going to be 10 reps each on each arm, and then we are going to superset it with a dumbbell single leg RDL into a reverse lunge. So row 10 times, single leg RDL 10 times, single leg RDL. And then again for 4 sets, okay? This one will be a good one. Hang in there with me, okay? I'm going to change my weights to 20s. Do what works for you. Actually, no. I actually decided to go with 15s. So, we go ahead. We'll get started on our first rep. 10 sets. That's one set. I decided instead of the 20 pounds, because I've got these weights that you have to change them every time. It's kind of frustrating, but doing the back rows, 15 pounds is too light for me. So what I'm going to do is use my 25-pound kettlebell, because it's unilateral, so that it works. And then, but I knew 20 pounds is going to be too much for the RDLs. So again, do what works for you. I'm going to go heavier on my back, because I need to go a little bit lighter for the RDL so I don't compromise my form on my back. So do what works for you. Let's go ahead and get into set number 2. Much better. Shit, my fingers. Whew, already feeling it. I tell you what, I'm already ready for this superset to be over. It's taking a while. But with unilateral workouts, make sure you schedule those on your days that you know you have a little bit more time. Because if you think about it, I mean, you're not doing everything together. It's all one at a time. So it does need a little bit more time to do these ones. But I'm used to moving fast, and this one's taking forever. This superset, but it's working. It's effective. That's why I want it to be over. I'm done with it. But we're halfway through. Let's just knock out these next two. For me, I'm just gonna go right through them because the next workout's not too bad. So this is the hardest it gets, and then we'll do some chest and triceps after this. Okay, let's get to this. All right. That's over. Last set of RDLs. Whew. That was a long superset. So, but it's effective. Typically what I would do on a full body day is do RDLs with my legs together. So that way it's working my hamstring, and maybe do alternating lunges if I added this in. But it's pretty much one simultaneous movement, and then unilateral days you would do what we just did. So you're working the muscle a little bit differently, even though you're doing kind of the same workout. You're just doing it one at a time, but it affects it so much more. So for our last superset, last and final, we are going to do the Dumbbell Alternating Chest Press, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a chest press, and you're going 1 and 2. That's it. From there, we will go into Dumbbell Single Arm Skull Crusher. Typically, I would do on a full body day skull crushers with a bar. It's where you're leaning back. Okay, imagine a bench behind me. I typically have a bar, and I come down to my skull crusher, get it? And it's working your tricep, and this is what I would do on my full body day, or if I'm doing a tricep day. But what we're gonna do is just have one dumbbell use this as your supporting arm, down, up, for 10 in a row to keep that tension. Then we're gonna switch to the other side, okay? So, last one. You don't need a bench for this. You can just do it on the mat if you want. I have one, so I'm gonna use my bench, but feel free to just lay on a mat, okay? I don't want to keep switching my weights back and forth and back and forth. If I was in the gym, I would. So I'm going to go a little bit light on my chest. I'm not a big chest person. I'm a girl. I don't care. So I'm going to do my chest with my 10 pounds because 10 pounds is what I need for that single arm tricep. I could go heavier. If I wasn't doing unilateral, I would use my barbell or a plate instead, but I'm just going to keep it at 10, okay? Typically, if I was using a lighter weight than I would do more reps, or I might actually just slow it down a little bit to add a little bit more tension, so I don't have to switch back and forth, but y'all do what you want to do, okay? The set is 4 sets of each, 10 reps of each, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to switch out my weights and then jump into the Dumbbell Alternating Chest Press. I might go a little slow. Skull crusher. I'll do this one first so you can see. Just like see why I think it's a name. halfway done. Just gonna jump into it. Last set. And that's it. We're done. Yay. That was a long workout. Like I said, unilateral workouts are normally my longest. That was just over an hour, 61 minutes, and burned 400 calories doing strength training. Since we moved slower, we didn't get our heart rate up as much as I like. So if you have time, this is where I would do a quick 10-minute Tabata or HIIT workout to ramp up that calorie burn and to help carve out the muscles you just built. All right, or feel free to take a steady walk or steady jog, whatever works for you. Always just make sure your strength training comes first, okay? Thanks for joining me during my at-home workout, doing the unilateral session. See you next time. Bye.